It's Friday, December 3rd, right now on Good Morning Indiana.
Just really unruly disturbances that has taken place with the drag racing.
Only on WRTV, fast cars becoming a neighborhood nuisance, where this is happening and what's being done.
A Johnson County teenager is recovering after being hit while trying to get on the school bus.
There was god-awful screams. God-awful screams.
This morning, we're looking at how big of a problem stop arm violations are in our state.
And thousands of Big Ten football fans headed to the Circle City.
Really, there's virtually no rooms in the city.
This morning, the preparations underway and why many are looking forward to a big game next month. Welcome to Good Morning Indiana, and welcome to all those Big Ten fans. You got lucky, Todd Clausen, right? It's usually not this warm in Indiana.
No, it's not. We're going to be well above normal, especially those Michigan fans, right? Coming in from the north. They've had quite a bit of snow so far, late November, early December. They're going to be really happy with the forecast. 30s and 40s currently as you walk out the door. 41 in Martinsville, 40 in Indy, 36 in Kokomo, as well as Bedford. We're at 34 degrees over in the Richmond area. The skies are mainly clear across most of the area. Beautiful shot of our city skyline, and of course, downtown's going to be very, very busy here in the coming days. Now, as you go to the north, there's a little more in the way of cloud cover here, Peru to Kokomo, and that's a little bit closer to some rain and snow to our friends, for our friends to the north here. In northern Indiana, it's just rain, but it's snow once you get into Michigan. All this, though, will bypass us off to the east. We do not have to worry about seeing any of that precipitation in our forecast. It's a sun-filled day for us with a few passing clouds. We'll warm out of the 30s very quickly here this morning into the low 50s by the noon hour, with high temperatures later on this afternoon topping off right around 60 degrees. All right, we have one little incident to talk about here. I-70 at Rural and Keystone. We just showed you this view not long ago, but there's now a tractor-trailer truck stalled in the middle of the interstate, so a very precarious spot, but you can see the flashing lights there. So there are police now on scene, so you can kind of get around the truck still, but obviously with the cops there, it's good news because you'll see the flashing lights and you'll slow down instead of that truck just sitting there all by itself. But again, I-70 there as you're working your way into downtown Indianapolis. Here, let's go over to Live Drive right now, and Live Drive is on I-70 eastbound by the Shadeland Avenue exit, and he'll be coming up. Shay Goodpaster behind the wheel there on that incident on the highway. So Shay, look out for that stalled truck there in the middle of the interstate. Raphael.
The time now is 6:02, and fast cars are a welcome sight on a racetrack. But what's happening on the north side of Indianapolis is not welcomed because it's become a neighborhood nuisance. Only on WRTV on this Friday morning, the efforts to put the brakes on drag racing on city streets. This is the noise and the commotion behind the calls to 911. It's been happening at Northwest Way Park on the 5000 block of West 62nd Street. For the past several weekends, people have gathered at the park to rev their engines and in several cases hit the streets at a high rate of speed. Our cameras rolled as vehicles raced to their next destination.
You have to be mindful of the disturbance, is what I would call it. Just really unruly disturbances that has taken place with the drag racing.
Annette Johnson is the Pike Township trustee.
Be mindful of, the community, the concerns. Someone could get hurt. This could lead to a serious accident. Someone could lose their life.
Johnson says she's seen neighbors complaining about the problem on the Nextdoor app. Metro Police says the park is not the only place they're seeing the problem with fast cars. Commercial parking lots near major thoroughfares throughout the Northwest District have also become a gathering place. As a result, police have entered into agreements with businesses that allows them to enforce no trespassing on the impacted properties. Officers have also focused on what's considered reckless driving. To get the job done, Operation Slowdown pays overtime for added police patrols.
Parks after dark are supposed to be closed, so anybody that's in the park is not allowed to be there. It's one thing for people to complain on Nextdoor or on social apps, but if if they're not calling us to let us know what's going on, it might be difficult for us to address those.
Fast cars breaking the peace, and people, like the vehicles, are no longer remaining silent. People are speaking up, and those extra patrols by Metro Police, they will continue. And of course, we'll keep following this developing story. Megan?
Well, time now is 6:05 on your Friday morning. A live look this morning shows the Big Ten flag flying high on top of the One America building. Hotels in downtown Indianapolis are sold out ahead of the Big Ten football championship game. That's according to the Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association. So we spoke with both the JW Marriott and Bottle Works Hotel. They tell us they're full for this upcoming weekend, and despite a national worker shortage, the two also say they're staffed and prepared for the crowds this weekend. However, both are also looking towards next month. That's when Indy hosts the College Football Playoff National Championship. The JW Marriott will serve as headquarters for the hotel for the national championship game.
It's fantastic because not only do you get just the big event itself in that event weekend, but there's a halo effect that all the fans that are watching, they see our city, they see our hotel, they just makes them want to come to Indianapolis. So whether it's before the national championship or after that'll carry on and have some positive effects for us going forward. Never mind all those people that'll come to our city that maybe have never been here before. And that first time we get them, one of they say is they see us, they buy us, so they want to come back. And so we think that's a great opportunity for our city.
The College Football Championships, we're so excited to host that as well, again, with the whole district. Not only that, it's affecting the whole week. It's not just going to be that weekend. So we are very excited to be able to host that as well. And we're expecting a full house for that as well.
Both hotels also tell WRTV they're prepared staffing-wise for the national championship on January 10th, but they're always looking to hire. We have more information on how you can apply for open positions in this story on WRTV's news app. And tickets to the national championship game will also get you into the Big Ten Fan Fest. The event is happening today at the Indiana Convention Center. Big Ten officials say 200,000 square feet of the convention center is being used for interactive games, special guest appearances, and band performances. There will be food and drinks as well. If you don't have tickets to the game, you could still get into Fan Fest. You could buy those tickets at the Georgia Street ticket office for just $8.
So the stop arm you see behind me, this was extended, but the driver ignored it. The search continues this morning for the driver who hit a Greenwood teenager attempting to get on that school bus. This crash happened around 7 Thursday morning, and police say the driver of a black four-door sedan hit that student. The 14-year-old was crossing the road near East Main Street in Greenwood. Investigators say the bus was stopped with its crossarm extended and its lights flashing. The crash leaving Greenwood residents in this neighborhood in shock.
Slow down. Be attentive to what's going on around you and on the road, and think about how you would feel if you were speeding or you were not paying the proper attention and you struck a child and hurt them severely or killed them. Most of us can really empathize with what that would be like, and I think that's what it takes to deter that and to get people's attention.
And so this remains a developing story. Police are still reviewing surveillance video, and they're really asking for your help this morning to reach out with any tips on this ongoing situation. The Greenwood Community School Corporation says the student is out of the hospital and is doing well at home. This is the latest in a series of incidents involving kids at bus stops since the beginning of the school year. You may recall this incident in Bartholomew County. A vehicle struck and killed 16-year-old Lily Stravel back on August the 30th. And 3 days before that crash, a driver hit and killed 12-year-old Selena Marcellus. She was walking to her school bus stop, this near Midhofer and Penrith Drive. Police are still looking for the driver of the car that hit her. They're still looking for your help, of course, in trying to solve this situation. So here are the numbers. We want to put this in perspective. These numbers behind me from the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute, showing the extent of the problem involving these stop arm violations around our entire state. Walk with me. You can see the numbers. A total of more than 2,600 recorded violations in Indiana involving bus stop arm violations. Most of those, they resulted, as you can see, in citations or warnings, and 274 resulted in misdemeanor
violations. Megan?
Time now is 6:09. We're learning new information about the man accused of stabbing 2 IMPD officers early Wednesday morning. WRTV is not naming the suspect because he has not been formally charged yet. Court documents show the 20-year-old is the person who called police to report a disturbance, leading officers to Fairfield Avenue. Then the suspect allegedly attacked officers with 2 knives, and the officers shot him multiple times. He's now recovering in the Marion County Jail. Documents reveal the suspect told a detective he felt the city owed him. He had just received a large medical bill he couldn't pay, so he says he wanted to take it out on the officers. The report says a suspect didn't want to kill a lot of officers, just one. This morning, both officers are recovering at home. You can read more about the suspect's past and why he was out of jail on bond right now on the WRTV News app.
The time now is 6:10, and the Omicron variant of COVID-19 has not been detected in Indiana yet. But this morning, data analysts are already tracking it and preparing for its arrival right here in our state. We spoke with Dr. Brian Dixon. He's a professor and researcher with the Regan Street Institute here in Indianapolis. Dr. Dixon says the institute is trying to assess how infectious this variant may be. He says that will impact how quickly the variant can infect a large number of people. Researchers, they're also studying how the variant will impact those that may end up in the hospital.
Any message to the public who, might be concerned about this new variant?
It's not a time for panic. It's simply a time for concern right now because we're learning a lot about this new variant. It has some features about it that could make it more dangerous, but we don't have enough data to suggest that it is. The early suggestions out of South Africa is that actually this new variant might cause more mild disease in people and seems to be infecting younger adults in that country. And so, but it's really too early to tell if that's really the whole story that's going on there until we gather more data.
So Dr. Dixon right now is studying the effectiveness of the vaccines against the Delta variant. He plans to also study vaccine effectiveness against Omicron, especially when it becomes to vulnerable populations like pregnant women.
There's a $100 billion plan to help minority-owned businesses thrive. Coming up, how jobs for the federal government are playing a role.
A Bloomington ordinance is getting some national attention this morning. Ahead on Good Morning Indiana, how the new rules target a pair of pet stores. But first, your local forecast with our Todd Clausen.
Yeah, as you walk out the door here this morning, you're walking out to temperatures that are in the mid to upper 30s across the area. Not bad for a morning in December. And it's going to turn into a beautiful day. No weather issues, just a little more in the way of cloud cover to the north. We'll break down today's forecast and look ahead to your weekend as well. Coming up as Good Morning Indiana continues right here on WRTV.
Now it's 6:15. Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. Here are the top national stories at this moment. Congress avoided a government shutdown by passing a spending bill to fund the government all the way through February the 18th. Lawmakers face a midnight deadline to reach that agreement. The deal keeps spending levels pretty much at the same level. It's headed out to the president for his signature. The Home Builders Institute says they can't hire construction workers fast enough. A spokesperson says the shortage of sales for homes is being fueled by the fact that there are about 430,000 open construction jobs across the country. The Home Builders Institute says they will need to place 740,000 people into jobs every year for the next 3 years. And the labor market faces another test today with the release of the November jobs report. The report, scheduled for release in about 2 hours, economists predict 581,000 jobs were added in the month of November.
More funding is on its way to Indiana as part of President Joe Biden's infrastructure plan. The Environmental Protection Agency now says it's making the federal government's largest ever investment in water. $127 million of the $7 billion investment is earmarked for the Hoosier state, and the money will repair aging infrastructure and address lead and other contamination. The EPA is asking Governor Eric Holcomb and leaders of other states to use the funding to address environmental impacts impacts faced by historically underserved communities. And time now is 6:17 on your Friday morning. We should find out later today if the parents of an accused school shooter in Michigan will also face charges.
So 4 students were killed, several others were hurt in that shooting, which happened on Tuesday at Oxford High School north of Detroit. The 15-year-old suspect is charged with terrorism, murder, assault with intent to murder, and a dozen weapon charges. Officials say the decision to charge the suspect's parents depends on answering a number of questions.
The purchase of the weapon, the accessibility of the weapon, was it securely stored? Was it purchased for the shooter? Did the parents have any reasonable idea that he may use that weapon to hurt other people?
There are also questions about what the accused shooter's parents knew before that attack. Investigators say the teen talked about shooting up the school in his journal and on 2 cell phone videos recorded on Monday.
It is 6:18. The White House has a new plan to make sure federal contracts are more accessible to minority-owned businesses. The goal is to award 11% of contract dollars to small businesses that are considered disadvantaged, like minority-owned operations. A report earlier this year found minority-led firms reported steeper declines in sales than white-owned businesses. The White House hopes an additional $100 billion in federal contracts will go to minority-owned businesses over the next 5 years. And at 6:18 on your Friday, Todd, I'm looking for a good forecast.
You know, good forecast heading your way and everybody's way here across central Indiana. It doesn't really matter where you live across central Indiana today. It's going to be a day with above normal temperatures and plenty of sunshine. Starting off at 40 degrees, though, right here in Indianapolis this morning. Yesterday was a little breezy in the afternoon. Wind not much of an issue for you here as we work our way throughout the day today, as there'll be a lot calmer once you get outside of the city, though. Temperatures are a little bit cooler this morning. 35 in Bloomington, 32 right now in Anderson, 35 in Lafayette. Richmond, you're sitting at 33 degrees. And we're cool this morning, but we're on the warm side of the front that is just to our north, and that is the good news. And we're going to be able to warm things up compared to areas to our north. You can see this rain and snow moving through Michigan, just north of Chicago. It's clipping up towards Angola in the Fort Wayne area with some rain. The snow's a little further to the north. But this is a stationary front, and this front is not going to move, which is good news for us. So all this rain and snow is just going to move right along that front, and it's going to slide off into Ohio, and we're going to enjoy the clear skies. Now, the further north you are, you'll run into a little more in the way of cloud cover at times as we work your way up in the Prue area, maybe Hartford City, Marion. The further south you go, it'll be completely sunny throughout the entire day. And with that sunshine, temperatures will warm pretty quickly this morning. 48 degrees already by 11 a.m. We should be into the mid-50s by 2 p.m. with lots of sunshine, and then temperatures will stay in the upper 50s throughout much of the afternoon hours. Some of you, especially in southern locations, could hit the 60-degree mark once again later on this afternoon. This evening, go check out Monument Circle, other light displays here across central Indiana. You're in great shape. Temperatures will be in the mid-40s, or slowly falling from the mid-40s into the low 40s with sunset tonight at 5:21. Tomorrow, it's a big day in downtown Indianapolis with the Big Ten championship game. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s. And then for the game itself, we are looking at temperatures that will start off in the mid 40s as you head into the game. As you leave the game, if you're heading to that, it's going to be chilly. We'll be in the 30s, but we do remain completely dry to get you in and out of Lucas Oil Stadium. Now, on Sunday, rather, we're up to 56 degrees, but rain will start to develop throughout the afternoon hours. I think the day starts off dry, but then the rain will kind of overspread the area as we work our way into the afternoon hours. It'll be a little spotty and then a little heavier as we work our way into the evening hours. And that's a pretty strong cold front that's coming through. And look what it does to the temperatures. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will only be in the 30s. Tuesday morning, we start off in the teens and 20s, and there could be a bit of a rain-snow mixture here as we work our way from Tuesday into Wednesday, so you really need to enjoy here the next 2 days. All right, outside right now on the roadways, we continue to have this stalled truck right in the middle of Interstate 70. You can see the police on scene there kind of directing traffic around this stalled truck, but just make sure as you come into downtown Indianapolis, this is over by the Keystone and Rural Street, you go around this truck, slow down. You can see it's right around the bend there as you come towards downtown Indianapolis. So again, in this area, just give yourself a little bit of extra time. All right, we go over to Live Drive now, I-70 and westbound. You can see Shay just got off the highway there, and he's getting Mount Comfort Road, I believe. And you can see that traffic there is all quiet.
There's still a lot of unknowns surrounding the long-term effects of the coronavirus. Coming up at 6:30, I'll introduce you to a group based in Indiana focused on the recovery process.
I'm John Matteries. Can't find that hot toy or game your kids want for the holidays? I'll show you some alternatives that won't leave them crying. Coming up.
The Christmas Nights of Lights is now underway, and I love the music. Thank you, Director Rufo at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. And you deserve some free tickets on us. Our 25 Nights of Christmas Lights Good Morning Indiana giveaway is going on right now. Don't you like that music? Because Sierra Rafferty, you are a winner every day, and congratulations for winning a family 4-pack of tickets to the show. Now, if you'd like to win some tickets like Sierra, all you have to do, this is so easy, text the word lights to the numbers 55433. We will announce a winner each morning all the way through December the 17th.
All right, congrats. Well, the number 2 ranked Purdue Boilermakers face their first Big Ten challenger tonight. The Boilermakers wrap up a 3-game homestand with a match against Iowa. Both teams are looking to stay undefeated this season. And the teams are just 2 of 14 teams to remain unbeaten. Tonight's match features the 2 top-scoring offenses in the country. Mackey Arena is already sold out. Tonight's game is the 30th straight sellout game for Purdue. Well, at 6:26 on your Friday, Todd, we're hoping for some nice weather. It's really unseasonable.
You know, unseasonably warm here across the area. Not so much here this morning, but it's going to really be that way this afternoon. This morning, temperatures are just a couple degrees above our average high of 30 in Greencastle, where it's 32 degrees. A little warmer in the city at 40 in Indy, 32 though in Anderson, 33 as you make your way over into the Richmond area. You'll need the jacket this morning, but the good news is, unlike yesterday when we had some clouds around in the morning, we get right into the sunshine. So despite the colder start, we're right back into the 50s later on this afternoon. Some of you could even climb up into the 60s. And you can see the skies are going to be completely sunny throughout the entire day. Just a really, really nice Friday forecast for us. We'll carry the nice weather into at least the first half of the weekend. And then things change in a big time way here across central Indiana. More on that, Raphael, coming up in just a couple minutes.
I'm loving between the hours and 4 o'clock. I'm going golfing with Todd Clausen today. The supply chain issue he doesn't know that, but we are going to do that. The supply chain issue may make toy shopping a challenge this season. Have golf on the mind, but John Matteries is here to tell you, don't waste your money.
Rob Kearney is a toy store manager who this year is busy helping parents find alternatives to hot toys in short supply.
We've got like the Calico Critters.
Can't find that LOL surprise set?
So if you are looking for an LOL doll and there's a shortage on them, we can, it might not be the LOL doll that you're looking for, but we can show you like Polly Pockets or some Calico Critters.
With popular toys like the Hot Wheels Mario Kart Raceway, the Magic Mixies Cauldron, and even some Tonka trucks hard to find, Rob says ask your toy store manager about alternatives.
We have Bruder, which is a German company. They have a lot of really neat construction trucks and things like that.
Don't promise specific brands and names this year?
Yeah. And I have even been talking to my kids that Santa Claus might not be specific, so give some generalities.
Dr. Judy Ho says this can also be a great teaching moment.
So sit them down and explain to them that despite your best efforts, you weren't able to get them this toy, that it was nothing that they did, but that they're going to have to wait a little longer. But in the meantime, would they like to pick out an alternate toy until they get the toy of their choice?
Research shows that delaying gratification leads to better life skills. As to your own frustration, remember, not finding that hard-to-find toy is not the end of the world.
So be gentle with yourself. The holidays are an important time for self-compassion, which we have so little of.
There's not going to be tears on Christmas. They're going to be, oh, okay, yeah. They're still going to be happy with what they've got.
And that way you don't waste your money. I'm John Matteries.
From the station working for you, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Now on Good Morning Indiana on this Friday morning, here's a look at your 6:30 news feed. The lawyer for 3 women who accused Indiana's former attorney general of sexual harassment is arguing their lawsuit should go forward. The lower court judge previously ruled that the women worked for the legislative branch and that then Attorney General Curtis Hill had no employment authority over them. So the woman's lawyer told a federal appeals court in Chicago that ruling would create a loophole for the state to avoid responsibility.
A memorial service will happen tomorrow for a Bartholomew County toddler found dead in the White River. The service for 2-year-old Emma Sweet is in Columbus and will be live streamed for the community to participate in. Emma was found on Sunday, days after duck hunters found her father, Jeremy Sweet, alive inside a submerged vehicle. That truck you see there. And Jeremy Sweet has been charged with neglect of a dependent, resulting in death and unlawful possession of a syringe.
More funding is on its way to Indiana as part of President Joe Biden's infrastructure plan. Indiana will soon get $127 million from the law to help replace aging water lines across the Hoosier state. That includes the replacement of any remaining lead water pipes.
And the Indiana Pacers back in action tonight, looking to snap that 3-game losing streak. The Pacers will battle the Miami Heat at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Indiana is coming off yet another heartbreaking loss, this time to the Atlanta Hawks. That happening on Wednesday. Tip-off for tonight's game is 7 o'clock. Good luck, Pacers. Go Pacers.
Go Pacers. And well, there are basketball blowouts, and then there's what happened in Memphis last night. Check this out. The Memphis Grizzlies dominated the Oklahoma City Thunder, beating them by a score of 152-79. Not only what is the Grizzlies team record for points in a game, but the 73-point margin of victory is the largest in NBA history. We're hoping the Pacers will do something similar to that.
Ouch, ouch. But I will take a 73-point advantage in the weather department anytime on December the 3rd.
Right.
And Todd Clausen, you're coming close to that. Maybe not 73, but listen, in December, 10 or 15 is a good thing.
Yeah, you know,
right?
As long as you can get to 50, even 60 degrees in December, right? You'll take that with sunshine.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, just in time for the Big Ten
Slam
championship game. We'll spike that ball too here, Raphael, for that touchdown, because it's really going to be a nice day for us. We have temperatures that are on the cool side right now. I don't want to call them cold because we're above freezing in most locations, right at the freezing mark in Anderson, but 40 from Indy to 41 in Martinsville, continue down State Road 37 and 69 to Bloomington at 35 degrees, 35 in Lafayette as well. And we're going to have plenty of sunshine from start to finish. The one exception is for those of you in northern locations here this morning, you notice a little bit more in the way of cloud cover from Peru over towards Muncie. And that's because you're just a little bit closer to this stationary front that's bringing rain and snow to lower Michigan and even some rain into far northwest Indiana, just north of Fort Wayne there as you work your way up towards Angola. There's a little bit of rain, but that's exactly where it stays. It does not come any further to the south. So for most of us, it's sunny throughout the entire day today. And look at these temperatures, 51 by the noon hour with high temperatures in the upper 50s. Some areas in southern locations, Bloomington, Bedford, Seymour, not out of the question today. You get to 60 degrees. All right, let's go back to I-70 at Rural and Keystone, where we continue to have this stalled semi-truck right in the middle of the interstate. And you can see now that we're getting into more of the peak commute hours, traffic starting to back up there, coming around the bend to where this stalled truck is. The police are on scene, though, to kind of guide you around that stalled truck, and hopefully they'll get a wrecker out there pretty soon to get that truck out of the way.
Todd, keep us posted on that developing situation there at 70 and Rural. Please go slow, and as Todd said, be patient and work around the accident. Todd, thank you for that. This morning, Indiana continues to see a large number of new coronavirus cases across our state. The number of positive tests is on the rise. Here you see the chart showing the trend of cases since this pandemic began. And right now, the 7-day average of new COVID-19 cases is at its highest level since September the 19th. And the state's hospitals also beginning to feel that strain. COVID-19 hospitalizations have more than doubled over the past month. More than 2,600 COVID patients are now being treated statewide.
Our patients are really struggling with some of these symptoms, and we're glad to have a program here in Indianapolis that can help improve their quality of lives.
New this morning here on Good Morning Indiana, it is still too soon to tell how many people will feel the long-term effects of COVID-19. But already, some are experiencing persistent symptoms way past the infection period.
Yeah, so Raphael, experts at Franciscan Health say long COVID is really apparent right now in people who even had mild cases of the virus. And now there's a unit that's focusing on the COVID recovery process right here in central Indiana.
Catherine Neuger approaches life one step at a time. But this mother of four,
running after toddlers,
and triathlete's momentum came to a full halt after she tested positive for COVID-19 last January, and her COVID symptoms persisted well past infection.
I felt like I had been in a severe car wreck, that my body and my mind had been smashed. And that was the degree of pain I was feeling on a daily basis.
Her symptoms hit her so hard, medical experts had to go through the process of ruling out multiple sclerosis or a possible stroke. Now Neuger is one of countless Hoosiers living with long COVID. Ultimately, her journey to recover led her to Dr. Sachin Mehta with Franciscan Health's outpatient neuro program.
If we really attack our recovery in a careful, slow and steady pace, we're really seeing some really good outcomes for our patients.
It gave me hope when he said, we have a team of people to help you.
So far, Franciscan Neuro Rehab Services has had more than 900 referrals here since January, with more than 750 people coming here for COVID-related symptoms.
For more than 4 months, Neuger went through the ups and downs of COVID recovery. Her hard work included retraining her eyes to follow directions.
I used to lose track of the circle. I used to lose that really easily.
Retraining her body to balance and slowly regain her energy.
Look straight ahead and go ahead and keep your eyes open.
Physical therapist Lindsay Kahn is one of many who treated Neuger, and she says they added more staff to help treat long COVID patients.
Every booth a lot of times is full.
Kahn says they individualize physical therapy because the symptoms differ from person to person.
I've been a PT for 11 years, and these last 2 years have been like no other in my career.
What's not rare is the persistence of the patients like Neuger. She worked hard on her recovery, even at home.
It's awesome. It's very, very rewarding to be able to have a success story like Catherine.
In August, Neuger eventually completed her first triathlon since catching COVID.
It was one of the happiest moments I've experienced this last year.
That achievement and progress is all thanks to the process Neuger says she couldn't have accomplished alone.
Franciscan Health has 3 PT units in central Indiana that are helping treat long COVID patients. And now the process to go to one of those starts with your primary care doctor. So a referral is the first step if you're seeking long COVID symptom treatment. And to dive deeper into this topic for you, here are a few of the symptoms of long COVID according to the Mayo Clinic. Now those are fatigue, difficulty breathing, memory, concentration or sleep problems, muscle pain or headaches, a pounding heartbeat, and more. For a full list, go to this story at WRTV.com. Experts continue to say the best way to combat the virus is to get vaccinated and to get your booster shot. It's easy to make an appointment right now. Just go to the website ourshot.in.gov or dial 211. And these are also ways to sign kids up between 5 and 11 years old, Raphael.
Some changes have already been made, but some people living on the north side, they're telling us it is not enough. Next, why they're pushing back on a new development, even as the city may potentially give it the green light. That story and much more on this Friday, right here on Good Morning Indiana. Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. The time now is 6:40, and people living on the north side of Indianapolis, they're voicing their frustrations over a proposed retail, hotel, and residential project near 96th and Meridian. Landmark Properties is proposing to build 2 7-story apartment buildings. They'll just be a few hundred feet from Pennsylvania Street. Well, people living on Pennsylvania Street say they wish the apartment buildings could be shorter and closer to Meridian Street.
We are not against development. What we're against is this behemoth of a structure that doesn't fit in the neighborhood at all. We do not have sidewalks on any of these streets, and these neighborhoods are kids and families and dogs, and we use these streets. And with an increase in traffic, it's going to be really, really dangerous.
The Neuro Northside Community Council held a meeting last night where Landmark Properties went over their plans and compromises that they've made on this project. They tell us that they've lowered the height of the buildings now to 7 stories. The company says this current plan is one they hope that the city approves. The City of Indianapolis's Department of Metropolitan Development is set to decide on that plan on December the 15th.
It's 6:41 this morning. The city of Bloomington is giving a shout out on social media for the Humane Society. The organization is praising the city council for passing an ordinance prohibiting the sale of dogs and cats by pet shops. It goes into effect on January 1st of 2023, so stores have more than 1 year to comply. As of now, it would only apply to 2 businesses in Bloomington. National pet store chains like PetSmart and Petco already have corporate policies banning the sale of dogs and cats. Counselors say the ban will help decrease the demand for pets bred in puppy and kitten mills.
Main concern is the well-being of the animals that are raised in often in inhumane conditions, in puppy mills or kitten mills. And those mills sell to pet shops. Even though in our city code, we did have, permits for pet shops that sold animals. We had no real way of verifying where the animal came from.
Now, the ordinance will not impact breeders, shelters, or rescue groups. When it goes into effect, the penalty will be $500 per violation.
We love the arts. It's the same classic holiday story you know and love, with a few extra lines thrown in to make you laugh. Next, it's Good News Friday and a live look at a show that will bring you some holiday cheer and then some.
And a big congratulations to the winners of our Bob Evans Premium Farmhouse Fee Sweepstakes. You can see those names right now on your screen. So congratulations, you all have won a $150 gift card. All right, that makes a good Friday, Todd.
All right, down on the farm, right? That sounds pretty good. There you get a lot of stuff there. Bob Evans, all right. Temperature's going to be above normal here today and really through the weekend, but then they dramatically drop as we head into the start of the work week next week, and that comes with a storm system heading our way as well. We'll break it all down for you coming up in your WRTV Storm Team Forecast.
Welcome back. We've made it to the end of the work week and it's time for Good News Friday. So the holiday season is about tradition, and one of the best loved of those traditions is Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
We love traditions, and of course the traditional stage presentation of that is great, or you could do something a little different, which we always love, something a little different. And for that, of course, as the prompter keeps moving up, that's what the improv group Comedy Sports has been doing now for 19 years. Our Kelsey Anderson is live this morning at Arts for Lawrence, where you can see this production. And can I just say, Kelsey, that of course the Tony goes to Kelsey Anderson, because I'm sure you will participate in that production and the crowds will come out roaring to see more of you on stage.
Roar.
Yes? Yeah. No? Maybe?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll love it. But the audience really does get to be a part of the show here at the Arts for Lawrence. So you get to decide here as an audience who Ebenezer Scrooge is. What does he do? What does he do for a living? So he could be a news reporter. He could be a news anchor. He could be an Amazon delivery driver. Anything that the audience chooses. And there's so much audience participation. So I'm here this morning with Ed, and you play many roles throughout the performance. There's only 6 actors, which is amazing.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how the audience can get involved in this.
Absolutely. The audience, first of all, when they come in, we have them write down lines of dialogue. So those we will randomly just sprinkle in throughout the show. We have no idea what the lines are, and we just have to say them and then justify why the character would have said that. But we also get things up front like a profession, and like instead of bah humbug, what is the catchphrase for Scrooge? And then throughout the show, we will hesitate and let them fill in those blanks. So yeah, they are involved throughout from beginning to end.
And that's got to be fun for all of you guys, that every single show is different.
Absolutely. Well, that's one of the wonderful things about improv is it's never going to be repeated. You can do the same show format, but it's always going to be a unique show. And so the good thing is when something doesn't work real well, you never have to do it again. Yeah. But when the bad thing is when something is brilliant, you never get to see it again.
True, true. So how do you guys practice for this? I mean, obviously it's different every time. So how do you practice and perform?
I kind of think of it like sports work, right? You practice skills. So that's exactly what we do. We practice the skills. We practice how do you justify lines, how do you switch characters, how do you make these things happen. Even though it's going to be different every time, we can still practice how we work that skill.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here this
Of
morning.
course.
Again, that show, it starts tomorrow. So there's 4 opportunities. Tomorrow, December 4th, there's 2 shows. And then also on the 11th, they're going to have 2 shows. So you can get more information right now at the Arts for Lawrence website. That's where you can buy those tickets for this event. And Todd, I would say that the weather this weekend is going to have nobody saying bah-humbug.
No, you're right there, Kelsey. I think everybody's going to enjoy the weather at least until Sunday afternoon and evening. And that's when we're going to start to see a lot of changes here. But until then, above normal. This morning, walking out the door, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, right at 40 degrees in Indy, 41 in Martinsville, 34 in Kokomo, 32 as you make your way up into the Richmond area. Here's where we're going for high temperatures today. And all these temperatures are above normal. 57 in Frankfurt, 54 today in Marion. It's 59 in Petersburg for your high temperature. Right around 62 in Martinsville, Shelbyville, 61 degrees. And then we slide down to the south in low 60s, Bloomington to Columbus to Seymour. Keeping in mind our normal high now this time of year is 44 degrees, so 20 degrees above normal as you make your way from Bedford over to the Seymour area. Get outside and enjoy the mild air and also the sunshine. Completely sunny here throughout most of the day. There's a little bit of lingering cloud cover this morning from Peru over towards Hartford City and then into the Muncie and Winchester area. And that's just because of this precipitation that is just to our north. You see this rain and snow, and this rain and snow is just moving right along this stationary front. It's acting as a road, but the good news is the front's stationary, right? And then that rain and snow is just going to continue off into Ohio. It is not going to make its way here into central Indiana, and that's why we'll continue to have the sunshine and the quiet weather all the way into the evening. Sunset tonight about 5:20, and once the sun sets, temperatures only slowly fall back down into the mid-40s here later on tonight. For the day tomorrow, great start to the weekend, a great day for everybody heading downtown for all the Big Ten championship game festivities, starting in the mid-30s, ending in the upper 40s tomorrow. So it is a little bit cooler, but not bad with all the sunshine that we'll have out there. And then I mentioned the change on Sunday. Sunday starts off dry, but shortly after the noon hour, we'll start to bring in some rain chances across the area. First, it'll be scattered, and then as we work our way into the evening hours, there could be a little more in the way of what we'll call heavier rain and some downpours coming through as the cold front makes its way through central Indiana. And it could end as maybe a few snowflakes come the day on Monday as we start off the day, because it's much colder next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're looking at high temperatures only in the 30s. Tuesday night into Wednesday, there's a storm we'll have to keep an eye on. The model's all over the place right now, but there will be the potential for some snow with temperatures below freezing, at least initially here Tuesday into Wednesday. All right, here's Live Drive right now coming up on that stalled tractor trailer truck that we have at I-70 and Rule Street. You can see that Live Drive is stuck in this really, really slow traffic. There's another vehicle stalled there as well, which is causing minor delays, but obviously as you're coming into downtown on I-70, it's going to be a slow go of it. We'll be back right here on Good Morning Indiana. Stay with us in just a couple of minutes.
From the station working for you, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
It's 6:54 on Good Morning Indiana. Before you head out the door, here are your top stories on this Friday morning.
So let's get started. The search continues this morning for that driver who hit a Greenwood teenager attempting to get on that school bus. It happened nearly 24 hours ago, around 7 yesterday morning. Police say the driver of a black four-door sedan hit the student. The 14-year-old was crossing the road there on near East Main Street in Greenwood. Investigators say the bus was stopped with its crossarm extended and its lights flashing.
We're learning new information about the man accused of stabbing 2 IMPD officers early Wednesday morning. WRTV is not naming the suspect because he has not been formally charged yet. Court documents show the 20-year-old is the person who called police to report a disturbance leading officers to Fairfield Avenue. Police say the suspect was shot multiple times after he attacked officers with 2 knives. Court documents reveal the suspect told a detective he felt the city owed him. He had just received a a large medical bill he couldn't pay. And police say he told them he wanted to take it out on officers. This morning, both officers are recovering at home.
Officials have identified a man previously known as John Doe who was murdered 4 decades ago in Jasper County. Skeletal remains were identified as belonging to 19-year-old William Joseph Lewis of Peru. On October 15th of 1983, a man found Lewis's remains while checking fox traps on a private lot on a land near Rensselaer. Lewis was the victim of serial killer Larry Eiler.
Hotels in downtown Indianapolis are sold out ahead of the Big Ten football championship game. Both the JW Marriott and BottleWorks hotels say they're full for this upcoming weekend, and the two also say they're staffed and prepared for this weekend's crowds. However, both are also looking forward to next month. That's when Indy hosts the College Football Playoff National Championship. The JW Marriott will serve as the headquarter hotel for the national championship game. We're looking forward to that, but before we get to that, Todd, how's the weather looking on this Friday?
You know, it looks great for today and tomorrow for the Big Ten championship game here in downtown Indianapolis. Lots of sunshine both days. A little warmer today at 58, but tomorrow's really nice as well at 49 degrees. Sunday, rain develops around midday. It turns pretty wet in the afternoon. Behind that front, much colder air for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with high temperatures that'll only be in the 30s. In fact, Tuesday morning, some areas could be in the teens. And then Tuesday night into Wednesday, a rain-snow mixture a possibility here across the area. But by Wednesday afternoon, temperatures should be above freezing. That would make any winter precipitation be plain old rain across the area.
Check out that gorgeous sunrise. We're back in 25 minutes and throughout Good Morning America with the latest news, weather, and traffic.
As my good friends the Beatles would say, here comes the sun. Have a great weekend. Lauren is back on Monday. You're watching WRTV.